publicly listed company. During these last 6 years, BCPL has been fortunate in earning the goodwill of its esteemed investors, whose strength has gained from a small group, around 200 people, to present a number of over 27,000. I am really overwhelmed by this exceptional growth in the confidence that has been bestowed upon the company, which started as small venture built over the years on the sole principle to mutual respect and trust among the stakeholders. I pray to the Almighty that we continue to work for the benefit of investors so that we can justify the confidence that we have been bestowed upon. Thank you, everyone. The requisite quorum being present, I would like to call the meeting to order. Today we have with Mr. Jayant Kumar Ghosh, the Managing Director of the company, Mr. Udayanarayan Singh, the Executive Director and CFO.
And prospering in your lives as usual. As I welcome you all to the 28th Annual General Meeting, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for being an integral part of this organization. We are reaching now new milestone every year, and this wouldn't have been possible without your constant support. During the last fiscal year 2023-24, our company was indeed able to perform satisfactorily in the midst of a global inflationary situation. The continuous thrust of our company towards efficiency and improvement has helped us achieve this satisfactory result. As a matter of fact, this inclination of Team BCPL towards efficiency augmentation has been instrumental in the company's progress. I mentioned in my statement last year that the railway orders are going through a transition towards EPC contracts, for which our company is fully geared up. As a testimonial to my statement, we have successfully bagged work order in this domain under the North Frontier Railways. Simultaneously, we have bagged other non-EPC contracts, one of the latest being the upgradation of the railway electrification project to accommodate high-speed trains in the Kharagpur-Bhadrok section. The work will be performed under the joint supervision of Southeastern Railways and Rail Vikas Nigam Limited. I am also happy to add that work on the 300 TPD oil extraction plant in Bardhaman, West Bengal is on the verge of commencing commercial operations and is expected to be commissioned next month. Once operational, the facility will serve as a multi-purpose oil extraction plant for rice bran, soybean, and mustard oil. With these few updates, I like to conclude my message with the hope that Team BCPL outperforms the expectations of our esteemed shareholders in terms of business growth and profitability for this ongoing fiscal year, as well, and bring a positive impact in each one of our lives. Stay well. Thank you.
Please unmute your mic.
Sir, please unmute the system mic.
Sir, your microphone is on mute. Please unmute it.
On mute, I think. Sorry. Friends, I welcome you all in this August gathering on the occasion of 28th Annual General Meeting of the BCPL Railway Infrastructure Limited. In the last financial year, the railway business of the company has been able to perform satisfactorily in the maintaining EBITDA margin amidst overall inflationary condition, which has exerted some pressure. We are taking all steps to protect the margins and of maintaining the same because of the company focus on the railway, considering the green shoots resulting from infra boost of the Central Railway. In order to boost up our business, we have also started concentrating on institutions which are not directly under the Indian Railway, namely RVNL, Tata Steel, K-Ride of Karnataka, etc., for executing OCHI projects. We have also geared up for our machinery to participate in the all big ticket tenders of the Indian Railways. It is also give us immense pleasure to mention that our subsidiary is also at the verge of starting up a rice bran solvent extraction plant in Burdwan district with capacity of 300 TPT shortly. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would now request Mr. Debashish Sarkar, the Executive Director of the company, to say a few words regarding the progress of our subsidiary company, BCL Bioenergy Private Limited.
Mr. Sarkar, I think you are on mute.
Sir, your audio is not.
Hello, can you hear now?
Yes.
Thanks a lot for giving me the opportunity to say something about BCL, which our chairman, Mr. MD and ED CFO have already given us the perception of the position of the company of BCL. It's really, after a great struggle, we have concluded the factory and it is nearly on the verge of operation, commercial operation. We have started to evaluate the market and now we are expecting the same to be commissioned by the next of this month. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. I would now request the advisor to the board, Mr. Sandeep Navalgaria, to say a few words regarding the financial of the company.
Thank you, Devasri. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that all of you must have received the annual report of the company, and you must have also gone through the financial statements which are there in the annual report. But just to help you understand the fine prints of the annual report and the accounts which are there, I would like to highlight a few points regarding the achievements of the company as far as financial matters are concerned. The company has achieved a top line of around 90.6 crores, which is solely of railway business, as the company has more or less discontinued its export business. So, it's a good achievement in the railway segment, which was suffering from a few delays in order finalization from the railways end. As already mentioned by our CFO about the EBITDA of the company, BCPL has been able to achieve an improvement in its EBITDA from 10.27%, which was there in financial year 23, to 11.36%, which in spite of the fact that there was an overall inflationary situation in the economy. So this goes to say that the company has been able to work on its efficiency, which has been able to provide the impetus to the EBITDA. A very important component of the cost which the company incurs for its projects is the material. So as a fact, the company has been able to bring down the component of material cost in its total cost from 54% in financial year 23 to almost 48% in the financial year ended 31st March 24. So this shows that the management is working tirelessly for improving the material cost so that the company can achieve better EBITDA and overall improvement in the performance. A very important component of material which is associated with cost of the material is the freight. So the company has worked and has been able to bring down the element of freight cost from 7.5% of the material value which was there in financial year 23 to 6% in financial year 24. So this has also been possible because of various hard work which has gone into planning the material procurement by the company for its railway projects. Going forward, the company's profit was impacted to a good extent because of reverse price escalation claim which was made by the railways. And the company had to sell out around 1.93 crores to meet this price escalation claim. But this claim is a one-time event which won't be there in future. So accordingly, we can expect that the company's profitability would be better in the coming years. The company has been following a policy of it's been very consistent as far as the payment of dividends is concerned. And this year, the company has been able to even improve upon its dividend payout ratio. This year, the payout ratio is 21.51%, which was only 14.54% in financial year 23. So this also signifies the intent of the management to share the earnings of the company with the shareholders. Another important fact which can be understood by a close reading of the financial account is that the security deposit profile. The security deposit is the deposits which the railways retain from payments against the bills. So the security deposit profile of the company has improved significantly in terms that the non-current element of the security deposits has come down and the current element has gone up. By current element, we mean that deposits which are going to get matured within the next 1 year. So if the current deposits increase, in that case, the cash flow position of the company would start improving in the coming months. The company is almost debt-free on a net basis. So what I mean by the company being short-term borrowings are almost equal to the company, cash resources of the company in the form of bank balances and other deposits with the banks. So on a net basis, the company has been able to keep itself debt-free in spite of the fact that the company has made a significant investment of around 8 crores in its subsidiary BCL Bioenergy, about which Mr. Sarkar, Mr. Singh and our MD have already spoken. Another important fact which has been noticed in the financial accounts is the debtor cycle of the company has improved. The debtor days were almost 57 days of the railway revenue in financial year 23, and they have been the company has been able to bring them down to around 43 days of the railway revenue. So with these few pointers, I've tried to explain the details in the financial statements, which definitely go on to say that the company's management is working tirelessly to improve the overall performance, and we can hope that the company would be able to do better in the coming quarters and months. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I would now request Mr. Ranjan Singh, partner of LP Jha and Company, the statutory auditors of the company, to highlight certain points on the balance sheet of the company to the members, which have already been circulated to the members.
Good evening, everyone. We have already issued the standalone and consolidated audit report of the company. It's a clear audit report. There is no emphasis of matter or quality.
Our shareholders are really interested in the affairs of the company. So I'll start with the queries raised by Mr. Santosh Saraf. He has been very kind towards the company, which could be understood from his kind words. Thank you, sir, for the kind words. You asked regarding the capex plan of the company. BCPL as such does not require much of capex because it's a very capital light nature of business. The business is very capital light. The company has to concentrate on its working capital management. So BCPL as such does not foresee much of capex in future. Regarding carbon emissions, sir, like BCPL, by the very nature of its business, is helping the nation in reducing carbon emission, because the work of the company relates with providing electrification to the Indian Railways. By way of electrification, the Indian Railways have been able to reduce the carbon emission which was there from the diesel and other steam locomotives. Energy conservation, like BCPL as such does not consume much of energy, and it does not have to undertake the energy conservation measures which are required. But as far as BCL is concerned, the project has been set up keeping in mind the best energy conservation practices, and we hope that BCPL would live up to its expectation of being a very efficient player as far as the energy consumption is concerned over there. As far as women empowerment is concerned, you can see the kind of empowerment which BCPL has provided to Ms. Devasri Sinha, whereby she has been able to do justice to the great job which she is doing. And I hope all the shareholders, I understand from what all the shareholders have said about the services which she is providing to the shareholders, and her secretarial function has been very nice for the shareholders. As far as ESG is concerned, like BCPL is not registered under any ESG platform as such, but in spirit, BCPL is by its activities, it is contributing to the ESG targets of the government, like environment. As far as environment is concerned, in the ESG, BCPL is contributing by providing electrified railway routes, which helps in conservation of environment through reduction of carbon emission. As far as social impetus which the business of the company is having, BCPL is providing the best CSR activities which are helping people to train themselves and become employment ready. Even though engineers qualify from various colleges, they are not immediately industry ready. BCPL on its part, through its CSR activities, is providing them the necessary training so that they can start working in the business immediately. As far as governance is concerned, BCPL follows the policy of the best corporate governance. BCPL has been extremely transparent as far as the disclosure and sharing of information with the investors is concerned. And I hope that BCPL would continue to work in providing even better corporate governance in future. So thank you, Mr. Saraf, for your queries. I hope I have been able to answer them. Coming to the queries raised by Ms. Lily Pradhan. Again, her queries on capex, which I have already answered while answering the queries of Mr. Saraf. I won't repeat them. Cash flow management. Madam, I have already spoken that the security deposit profile is now tilting towards current maturity, and that would help the company to improve its cash flow position in the coming months. She had just two queries. Coming to the queries raised by Mr. Subhas Kar. He has been very kind towards the company through his kind words, and I would like to thank him for that. Mr. Kar raised a query regarding growth of the company in the next 2 to 3 years. As our MD sir has already spoken, that the company is gearing up for getting orders in the EPC system of contracting, which the railways are encouraging now for bigger contracts. And we hope that the company would be able to achieve substantial growth in the coming 2 to 3 years. Operational efficiency and cost reduction. This was another query which Mr. Kar raised. So as far as this factor is concerned, I have already spoken that the company has been able to bring down its raw material cost and also the associated freight cost. The management of the work of the company is working towards even improving upon its already good level of efficiency. The order book position is around 250 crores as of now, and the timeline for that, as per scheduled um, job orders, is around 2 and 2.5 years, and the BCPL hopes to complete within the stipulated timelines. Mr. Subhas expressed his concern about the price increases which are there. BCPL business model is fortunate because it gets protection from the price variation clause which the railways offer, and we hope that BCPL won't be impacted significantly because of price increases in future. Challenges, Mr. Kar inquired about the challenges which the company is facing. Definitely, like BCPL, by the very nature of its business, is working on running railway lines. There are various challenges, but as a policy, BCPL enforces the best security and safety standards, and we hope that BCPL would be able to come out of the challenges with very fine colors. Again, Mr. Kerr also raised the query about ESG, which I think I've already spoken on. Carbon neutrality, again, the question is related with carbon emission and ESG, which have already been spoken upon. Thank you, Mr. Kerr, for your queries. Coming to the queries raised by Mr. Bimal Krishna Sarkar, Mr. Sarkar raised concern about reduction in the revenue of the company. Like Mr. Sarkar, I would like to highlight that BCPL as a policy has discontinued its export operations. Because of that, apparently it appears that the revenue has come down. But even though the revenue has come down, but contribution from railways is starting to improve. And in the coming months and years, the margin profile of the company would also improve because railway as a business gives a better margin profile. Mr. Sarkar also inquired about a reduction in profit. As I've already spoken that because of a reverse price escalation claim from railways, there was a hit of around 1.93 crores, which is a one-off and it won't be repeated in the future. And I think the profitability, if we exclude that, is better than what it was in financial year 22-23. Mr. Sarkar also raised a query about increase in finance cost. See, the increase in finance cost has been because of the company took up further increase in its banking exposure. Because of that, there were certain initial charges which were imposed on the company. And because of this, the finance cost has increased, but in the coming months, it would definitely stabilize and in fact, it will improve. Mr. Sarkar raised some issues regarding increase of 49% in miscellaneous expenses. So, miscellaneous expenses are part of normal business activities of the company, and there was no specific issue which increased it. But in case we think that it's normal business, it comes within the normal business activities of the company, and if we feel that in future also it is increasing, we'll definitely try to take some steps on this. He raised a query regarding discrepancy in the CSR spending, 21.59 lakhs and 42.62 lakhs. So 42.62 lakhs includes spillover of unspent CSR amount which was there in financial year 22-23. That is why you are finding this discrepancy, but otherwise there is no issue as such in this. And I would like to thank Mr. Sarkar for the constructive criticism which he meted on the company. It would really help the company to improve and even get better in coming months. Thank you, Mr. Sarkar. Coming to the queries raised by Mr. Sujay Madak, he inquired about the status of rice bran plant. I think it has been spoken upon by our MD, CFO, and also Executive Director, Mr. Sarkar. The plant, in all probability, is going to get commissioned by next month. Mr. Madhuk raised the query about the 1.93 crores deduction, which railways. I think I've already spoken on that. Renewable energy at the rice bran plant. Thank you, Mr. Madak, for your suggestion. The management of BCPL and BCL are also like thinking of like implementing some renewable energy source in the plant. But as we progress on the issue, we'll definitely let the shareholders know about it. Mr. Lokesh Gupta inquired about order execution and margin projections. See, order execution would definitely be the focus of the management. And as far as the margin profile is concerned, uh, as I've already spoken, and it is also apparent from the annual accounts that the management is working on improving its efficiency, and it has already achieved good results in the form of reduction in material cost and the related freight cost. Thank you, Mr. Gupta. Queries raised by Mr. Manas Banerjee. Mr. Manas Banerjee also expressed his thoughts on the reduction in revenue and profitability. Regarding reduction in revenue, I have already said that because the company discontinued the export operations, the revenue apparently was down. But in the coming months, it would definitely stabilize, and in fact, it would improve. Mr. Manas Banerjee inquired about key objectives. The key objectives of BCPL are to improve its efficiency, improve its profitability, and to improve its strength to reward its shareholders. And he also inquired about the threats which the competition is creating for the company. We feel that we have been consistent in our policy of not compromising on the margins, and this policy of BCPL has been able to deliver good results for it. And we will not go after competition by reducing our cost to illogical levels, which the competition may do for some time, but it won't be sustainable in future. Thank you, Mr. Banerjee. Coming to queries raised by Mr. Amrindranath Rai. Mr. Rai expressed his concerns about not satisfactory performance of the company. But Mr. Rai, as I've already spoken, the company has changed its policy of discontinuing the export operations, and in future, definitely you will find the top line getting improved and also the margin of the company. He also inquired about the steps. I've already spoken the steps which have resulted in good results, like material cost reduction. He expressed his concern about increase in traveling and conveyance expenses. So traveling and conveyances are a very important part of any construction company, and depending upon the requirements of the projects, we may have to increase our expenditure on traveling and conveyance. It's a normal part of the business of the company. Cost-cutting measures I have already spoken on. Digital technology. Definitely, BCPL believes in improving its operation through digital technology, and it will carry on its focus towards that. Coming to the queries raised by Mr. Tapal Datta, he had some issues regarding his registration as a panelist, but I think those have been resolved. He has expressed some concern about irregularities in director appointment. Ms. Devashree Sinha would definitely look into the issues. In case she finds anything irregular, definitely will try to work around it, and so that things get regularized. He inquired about rainwater harvesting. In BCL, we have got one pond which would be filled from rainwater. I think we'll be able to do some rainwater harvesting over there. ESG, I've already spoken. BCPL is contributing towards environment, social, and governance issues. Mr. Datta inquired about why the company is not showing its inventory under raw material stores and space categories. Like the nature of the business of the company says that whatever inventories it is purchasing for the project requirements. And as soon as we purchase it, we transfer it to the client. And until unless we bill upon the client, the material stays as inventory or work in progress. So we do not require to classify because it is not a raw material or stores for us. It's a normal requirement of the project which we procure and provide to the client. He expressed something about a receivable mortgage. I think we have already hypothecated our receivables with the banks, so we do not feel that we need to mortgage it further. Mr. Datta expressed his concern about the investment which the company has made in its building. Mr. Datta, I know you would appreciate that as the company gets bigger, the business improves, the company would require better facility to accommodate its staff. And to that, in that respect, the investment in the building is a very logical investment and which will bring fruits for the company in the coming period. Mr. Datta also shared his idea about a demerger of the subsidiary. It's an idea which the board has to decide and will definitely place before the board in case we find that demerger is bringing better benefits for the company at large. Coming to queries raised by Mr. Tunu Saha, he again inquired about capex plan, which has already been spoken on. Contingent liabilities, regarding contingent liabilities, a big element of contingent liability which is there is the bank guarantee which we take from the bank for the projects. So it's a normal contingent liability, and as a matter of history, BCPL has never had to invoke any bank guarantees. So it's a normal statutory disclosure, and we don't feel that it will impact the business of the company. Regarding other income, Mr. Saha inquired. Other income, as I spoke earlier about the aging profile of the security deposits. So other income, when we get a security deposit which is repayable after 1 year, we have to discount it, and as soon as the maturity nears 1 year, we have to reverse discount it. So the major element of other income is that discounting factor, which is a normal accounting practice as per Ind AS. Regarding he had a query on resolution number 6. So it's a normal resolution which which the company is taking, because Phoenix Overseas is also a sister company. In case some transactions are required for the benefit of BCPL, we have to undertake those, and we'll keep you informed about the exact nature of transaction as and when they take place. The last queries were raised by Mr. Dipayan Pradhan. He raised his query regarding the percentage of revenue which we get from government spend. So, we feel that out of 100 rupees which BCPL makes, the probability is that 90% of it will come as a government spend, and 10% may come in the form of capex by private companies like Tata Steel, for which BCPL is currently undergoing a big project. So that goes about the queries. And he also raised a query about competition, which I've already answered. We don't follow the competition. We follow our own philosophy, which has been beneficial for the company over the last several years. And that's all for the queries. Thank you, Devasri.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for providing answers to each of the queries of the shareholders. Hopefully, our speakers will now be able to connect more than